Hey everybody, Ed Holmwood, Old Guy Hi-Fi channel. I hope you're all doing well today. So we just had the AXPONA show here in Chicago over the weekend. It was very, very good. We went Friday and Saturday. I went Friday with a friend of mine who is kind of beginning his hi-fi journey and is very good at investigating and doing research on products. So that was a lot of fun. We went and saw a lot of rooms together. And then Saturday I had my boys with me, my son Ted and my son-in-law Sam. And that was great because they're younger fellas. And of course, knowing me, obviously they have hi-fi stuff. As a matter of fact, with all of my kids, I took hi-fi gear into the delivery room at the hospital and played music while they were being born. And then everybody had a hi-fi in their bedroom literally from the moment they got home from the hospital. So it's really important to me. It also is funny because we played a lot of classical music for them, primarily Mozart and Baroque music like Vivaldi and Arcangelo Corelli. And they all three of them are just absolutely magnificent at mathematics and logic. And I don't believe in many new age things, but I'm convinced that playing the classical music for them when they were young had an impact on their ability to do math and obviously their intelligence, because goodness knows they didn't get it from me. My wife is probably the smartest person I know, so it had to have come from her. But anyway, so back to the show. A lot of good stuff, a lot of really interesting things. I'll show you some clips of some of the video that we took. It was wonderful to get to see a lot of people, and I was encouraged. Attendance was up, and I think there were more manufacturers this year than there had been in the past, which is always a good thing. But the demographics of the crowd is what encouraged me. I saw more young people, and I ran into a number of people who were really kind of just starting their journey out and, you know, trying to investigate, find out. And those shows can be so confusing. And it's very hard to make any value judgments because at a trade show, the sound is never perfect. Although we did find a couple of really amazing rooms with some really amazing product. And one of the rooms, I actually was getting a bit emotional listening to. It was so beautiful. And I'll talk about it when we get to that video part of it and in the recap. So anyway, it was really great. We saw a lot of good people. We saw a lot of really good equipment. The crowds were great. Everything ran smoothly other than the elevators would get really clogged up and you had to wait a long time. I think those hotel elevators weren't built for 1,000 old fat guys like me riding up and down in them. But anyway, so let's get on without any further ado to the videos that we shot, and I'll be narrating those videos over top, and then I'll come back at the end and we'll do a little bit of a recap. So enjoy. These are the Horn Solutions. They earned an interesting anatomical nickname at the show. Great sounding, very interesting, very unique design for sure. The next one we were off to was Jeff Joseph's speakers, Joseph's design. Great sound, amazing jewelry, no question about it. Then Credo, the little ones were the ones that sounded best, not the big ones, interesting. YG Acoustic speakers milled out of billet aluminum. Very interesting sound, not my jam, but not bad. Legacy, old brand, been around for a long time, big sound, big cost, pretty cool. You know, it's fun to see the high end. Krell Acoustics, everybody knows that I've got a soft spot for Krell, no question about it. Always love their products. There were a lot of additional Krell products and ancillary equipment in the rack. Sounded very good. Teamed with Magico speakers. It was one of the better rooms without question in the hall. MBL with their big omnidirectional speakers. Their small ones were actually the hit of the show for me. Very, very interesting. And then we went on to the big horns at Avant-Garde. Very famous, very well known, very expensive. Horns aren't my jam, but it's a big sound for sure. Then we moved on to Advanced Paris, which is a new brand to the US, to best of my recollection. They were teamed up with PMC speakers with their Prodigy transmission line tower speakers. It was an excellent sound, very, very pleasing, very nice, very smooth. And then we moved on to Amphion speakers with TX Electronics. TX been around for a very long time. They kind of lost traction here in the US, but never in Japan. They were always a mid-fi and above brand. Who doesn't love meters? Very nice equipment, very well constructed. It sounded really good, especially with those Amphion speakers. I do like Amphion speakers. Kind of that British sound is where I gravitate toward. Dynaudio, great speakers. More affordable pair, sounded really good. Elac, those little tiny Elacs made such a big sound. It was remarkable. I was very, very pleased with that. Philips design, this is interesting, it's an omnidirectional speaker, and they can be trimmed, those circular cabinets can be trimmed in leather, vinyl, fabric, whatever you want. And if you look at it, it's a speaker firing up into a cone omnidirectionally. Now this is very reminiscent of an old 60s Zenith speaker my parents had in our living room. Quite interesting. Neil Blanchard designs, these are DIY mass-loaded transmission lines. You can buy the plans from Neil. He'll make you a flat pack with the wood you just assemble, but you'll have to source the drive components and the crossover components. That thing on top of the one speaker is a Lanam tweeter from Radio Shack back in the day. Beautiful sound. Geshelli Labs, the folks at Geshelli, Gino, Sherry, Rachel, Jake, they're also wonderful. These are the new mono amps, the Zutech 300 watt mono amps. This is not the final configuration. Gino had to throw these together for the show because they had a technical difficulty on something else. The Giuseppe preamp, these were beautiful. They were teamed up with acoustic energy speakers. They just, and an SVS sub, just sounded wonderful. And they were all being supplied signal by a Daisy DAC, and the Daisy DAC is has the new AKM chip, but it has twin AKM chips, and it really sounds really good. So that's the new product from Geshelli, not the final. They're going to be in regular cabinets probably. I told them to do clear. Anyway, on to another room where they had per-listen speakers and a Michelle turntable playing through one of their Zuffa integrated amps and using the built-in phono section. Sounded great. That's a closer look at the Geshelli Daisy. That's their top-of-the-line DAC. Jamie Audio, this one got to me. It's not often I get emotional listening to music. This one actually touched me. It was beautiful and delicate and sweet and just so nice. And the ladies in the booth were very wonderful. I think it's a woman-owned business. I'm trying to find out more, and I will soon, but just a great sound. They also built the electronics. And if I get more information, I'll let everyone know. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. AXPONA was really, really fun, and it was great because we also, in addition to seeing a lot of great components and manufacturers of product, we got to see a lot of our friends and meet a lot of new people. So I'd like special shout out to Bob Fonseca, United States of Analog. Check out his channel and subscribe. Randy Messman, the Cheap Audio Man. Check out his channel and subscribe. Crazy Lenny of Crazy Lenny's Hi-Fi and Just Audio. Lenny's a great guy. He's a real trip. Check him out. I'd also like to say thanks to James, the ABX Audiophile, and his crew from the Pacific Northwest. Great people. And a special thanks to Kevin Moll of Skylabs Vintage Audio in Des Moines, Iowa. Kevin's a great guy. He's got some great videos. You should check him out. And a big thanks to the folks at Geshelli. That family is amazing. They're just wonderful. So we had a great show. If you're beginning your hi-fi journey, or you're in your journey and you're looking, what do I do next kind of thing. If you think I can help, and I don't know everything, believe me, don't, but I might have some resources I can direct you toward that might help you find some of the information you're looking for. And I'm always willing to help. So if you have any questions, you have any comments, whatever, please comment. I read every comment. I respond to every comment when appropriate. If it's just a hi, how are you? I'll give it a heart or whatever, but I'll also answer questions in the comments. So please don't hesitate in doing that. I would really appreciate it if you gave me a like for this video, and I would really appreciate your subscription. About 75% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed, and I would be grateful if you did. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Just a nice milestone. I'm more than halfway there, which surprises the daylights out of me. I didn't think anybody cared about what I had to say. And sometimes I don't even care about what I have to say. But anyway, please give me your subscription. Again, please comment. And I'm very grateful for the time you give me watching my videos. Thank you so very much, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. This is Ed Holmwood, Old Guy Hi-Fi, signing off.